The broken alien girth desert was quiet, only the wind moved across the cold sand. Stars filled the sky, but one light moved too fast, it was falling. A small spaceship crashed into the ground with a loud boom. Fire lit up the night. Dust and smoke rose into the air. Far away, a young soldier named Liam was watching from his jeep. He was on night patrol, alone. He saw the fire and drove toward it. As he reached the crash site, Liam slowed down. His jeep's lights showed the broken ship metal, torn, glowing wires, and strange marks on the side. It didn't look human. Liam picked up his flashlight and gun, then stepped out. "Hello," he called out. Walking slowly, "Is anyone there?" He heard a small sound like breathing. He moved closer. A figure was hiding behind a piece of the ship. It was a girl, but not human. She had light blue skin, silver hair, and glowing eyes. Her arms were shaking. She looked hurt. "Don't come closer," she said, her voice weak but clear. "Please, don't look at me." Liam paused. She wasn't attacking. She looked scared. "I won't hurt you," he said gently. "I'm here to help." "No one can help me," the alien girl whispered. "My body, it's not good enough. They said I was broken." Liam didn't understand. "Who said that?" "My creators," she said. "They made me in a lab, part alien, part something else. They said I was useless for love, not complete." She turned her face away, hiding. Liam felt a strange sadness in his chest. This girl, even though not human, seemed so lost, so hurt. "What's your name?" he asked. She hesitated. "Ilari." "I'm Liam," he said. "You're safe now." Ilari shook her head. "No, I'm not. They will come for me. They always come." Suddenly, a small beeping sound came from inside the ship. Ilari grabbed her side and fell to her knees. "Your people?" Liam asked. "No," she said. "Not yours, mine. They don't like broken things. I escaped. But they will find me." Liam knelt beside her. "We can move. I have a vehicle." "Why would you help me?" She looked at him with glowing eyes, full of fear and confusion. "Because you need help," he said simply. "And I don't care what your body looks like." For a moment, Ilari stared at him. Then she looked down at her hands, her strange skin, her scars. "You don't understand," she said softly. "I wasn't made for kindness. I was made for war. I have weapons inside me. I'm dangerous." "I was a soldier too," Liam replied. "I know what war does, but that doesn't make you unlovable." Her eyes filled with light, not just from inside but like tears. "If aliens had them," she stood slowly, weak but proud. "They trained me to kill, but I never wanted that. I only wanted to feel something real." "Then come with me," Liam said. "Maybe we both can feel something real again." Suddenly, a sound echoed in the distance, a low hum like a machine flying. Ilari's body lit up in blue lines. "They found me." Liam helped her into the jeep. "Then let's get out of here." As they drove into the night, the camera above them in the sky blinked once, then turned away. The hunt had begun. But something had changed inside Ilari. For the first time, she didn't feel alone. And for the first time, she started to wonder maybe she wasn't broken after all. The secret. In her ice desert, wind howled louder now. Liam drove fast through the rocky paths, his hands tight on the steering wheel. Ilari sat beside him, her body still weak. Her eyes kept scanning the night sky. Something invisible was chasing them. She could feel it. She wasn't sure how, but deep inside her, something was waking up. "We can't stop," she whispered. "I'm not planning to," Liam replied, eyes focused ahead. He had questions, so many questions, but he stayed quiet. Something told him the answers would come soon, and maybe they would change everything. They reached an old military hideout, long abandoned, half buried under sand. Liam had found it years ago during training. No one else knew it was here. Inside, dust covered the ground. The walls were cracked and broken equipment was scattered around. But it was hidden and quiet. Ilari slowly walked to a dark corner and sat down. She was shaking again, her skin flickered, blue lines glowing along her arms. "What's happening to you?" Liam asked. "My body is not just flesh," she said. "I was built, grown, mixed with living tech. When I get too scared, it tries to protect me. Like a defense system." "Yes, but it doesn't always listen to me." She looked at him, her eyes glowing brighter now. "I didn't ask for this." Liam sat near her, lowering his voice. "You said they made you in a lab. Who are they?" "Aliens." Ilari nodded slowly. "Not just aliens, scientists from another world. A world where love is weakness and beauty is control." She touched her chest. "I was born with a design error. Something in my DNA made me less desirable. My skin didn't shine enough, my eyes didn't match their patterns. So they called me a failed hybrid, unfit to be chosen." "Chosen? For what?" Liam asked. "For bonding, for love. On my planet, we don't marry, we are selected. Matched by perfection. But I wasn't perfect. I was sent to a weapons program instead." Her voice broke for a moment. "They called me empty." Liam clenched his jaw. "You're not empty. You feel pain. You care. That's more than most people I know." Just then, the lights in the hideout flickered. Ilari's eyes changed color from silver to deep gold. "Get down," she whispered. A soft buzzing filled the air. Liam ducked. A small flying drone entered through a hole in the roof. It was black and silent, like a shadow. It hovered, scanning. Ilari stood up slowly, her body glowing. She raised her hand and the veins in her arm pulsed with light. Suddenly, a beam of energy shot from her fingers. The drone dropped to the ground, smoking. Liam stared in shock. "How did you?" "I told you," she said. "I was made for war." But the damage was done. The drone had already sent its signal far above the Earth, on the edge of orbit. A large ship blinked to life inside. Tall alien figures stood in a circle. One of them spoke. "Subject Ilari 7 has activated. Retrieval in progress. Back on Earth." Ilari fell to her knees. Using her powers took energy and it hurt. Liam rushed to her side. "You saved us," he said. "No," she whispered. "I've doomed us. They know where I am now." She looked into his eyes, hers now flickering from gold to soft blue. "You should leave me," she said. "They won't stop. And they will hurt you." "I'm not leaving," Liam said firmly. "Why?" she asked, almost angry. "Because I think you're not broken. I think maybe you're stronger than anyone who ever tried to build you." Ilari looked away. "You don't understand. My emotions were erased during training. They said love would destroy me. I don't even know what it feels like." Liam leaned closer. "Maybe you'll learn, and maybe I'll help you." Suddenly, a strange sound echoed from beneath the floor. A hidden door opened on its own. Ilari stood. "That wasn't me. Then what was it?" Liam asked. The door led down a dark stairway, deep underground. A strange light flickered below. And then a voice came from the shadows. "Ilari, you are not the only one they made." Ilari froze. Her breath stopped. That voice, she knew it. "Kieran," she whispered, "you're still alive." The voice answered, alive and angry. "You should have stayed dead, sister." Liam grabbed his weapon, confused. "Sister," Ilari whispered, "I'm not the only failed experiment." As the footsteps rose from the dark tunnel below, Liam realized this wasn't just a story of love. It was the start of a war between the broken. The coming underground tunnel was cold. The air smelled of old machines and metal dust. Liam held his gun tight. Beside him, Ilari stood frozen. Her glowing skin dimmed as if fear was draining her power. Footsteps echoed up the stairs, and then he appeared. Tall, gray-skinned, eyes like broken glass. His face was like Ilari's but twisted. His body had sharp armor growing from the bones. His voice was deep and full of hatred. "It's been a long time, Ilari," he said. Ilari didn't answer. Liam raised his gun. "Who are you?" The strange figure smiled. "I am Kieran, her older brother, first of the hybrid experiments." He stepped into the light. His arms were covered in metal veins. His heart pulsed with a red glow. "She escaped the lab," Kieran said. "But I didn't. I stayed. I learned, and I became what they wanted." Liam frowned. "What do you want from her?" "Justice," Kieran said. "She ran from what she is. She thinks she can be loved." He laughed. "But we are not made for love. We are made to serve, to kill, to obey." Ilari stepped forward. "You're wrong." "No," Kieran said sharply. "You're weak. You always were. They were going to erase you. I begged them to let me do it, but you vanished before I could." Liam stepped between them. "You're not touching her." Kieran tilted his head. "A human protector, how sweet. Do you think your love will save her?" He lifted his hand and a wave of force threw Liam against the wall. Ilari screamed. She ran to Liam as he groaned in pain. Kieran stepped closer. "See, emotions make you weak. I have no fear, no love, and that is why I survive." Ilari's body began to glow again. Her veins lit up in blue, but this time, something different was happening. Her energy felt wild, too strong. She turned to Kieran. "You lost your heart, brother, but I didn't." She released a burst of energy light like lightning straight at him. Kieran blocked it with a shield made from his arm. The blast shook the tunnel. Dust rained from the ceiling. Pipes cracked. Sparks flew. He growled. "You're stronger than before, but not enough." He vanished into smoke. Retreating deeper into the tunnel. "We'll meet again, Ilari, and next time, I won't show mercy." Liam pulled himself up. "Are you okay?" Ilari nodded, breathing hard. "I never thought I'd see him again." "Why did he call himself a weapon?" Liam asked. "Because that's what they turned him into," she said softly. "He accepted the pain. I ran from it. Now he thinks I betrayed him." Liam looked around. "This place, what is it?" Ilari walked further down the tunnel. Lights on the walls lit up as she passed. Doors opened. This place was part of the alien lab system hidden on Earth. She stopped at a large screen. It turned on by itself. Hundreds of names appeared. Liam read the list. "What are these hybrid experiments?" Ilari said. "Like me, like Kieran. We were part of a breeding and weapon program. They mixed DNA from different species, tested emotions, beauty, power." She pointed to her name, Elari 7 beside it. "Status, defective, escaped, order, terminate." Below her, another name blinked red, Kieran for status, active, hunter mission. Capture target E-LARI-7. Liam stared. They sent your own brother to kill you, Ilari's voice cracked. Because they knew I wouldn't fight him. Suddenly, alarms rang through the lab. A red warning flashed, hostile crafts entering. Atmosphere, Ilari gasped. They're coming, not just Kieran, all of them. Liam turned toward the exit. We need to move. But Ilari didn't move. She looked at her hands. I'm not ready. Liam walked back to her. You don't have to be ready, you just have to choose. Choose what? She asked. He looked into her eyes. Fight or run forever? Ilari stared at the screen. So many broken lives, so many failed experiments. What if I'm not strong enough? She whispered. Liam placed a hand on her shoulder. Then I'll stand with you. Suddenly, the roof shook. A thunderous roar echoed across the sky. Above them, ships darkened, the clouds massive and silent. They didn't fire weapons, not yet. Instead, they sent a message. It played inside Ilari's mind like a cold whisper. Return now, or watch your protector die. She dropped to her knees, clutching her head. Liam knelt beside her. What is it? They're in my mind, she whispered. They're calling me back. He held her face gently. You don't belong to them anymore. But Ilari's eyes flickered, half blue, half gold. A storm was rising inside her. One part of her wanted to love, the other part was still a weapon. And the battle for her soul had just begun. Memories of a stolen childhood. Sky above the desert had turned black, not because it was night, but because the alien ships were now hovering like giant shadows over the land, silent, watching, waiting. Inside the underground lab, Ilari sat on the cold floor, knees to her chest. Her glowing skin was dim, her eyes kept flickering between soft blue and angry gold. She was breathing heavily as if something inside her was fighting to rise. Liam was watching her carefully. He had seen her scared before, but now she looked lost. They're not just ships, she said, almost whispering. What do you mean? Liam asked. They're memory harvesters. Liam froze. Memory, what? On my world, when someone disobeys the order, they don't just kill them, she said. They erase who they are, their past, their soul. They wipe your memories. Ilari nodded slowly. And replace them with what they want you to believe. She touched the back of her neck. There was a small scar there, barely visible. They did it to me, more than once. But something always came back, something they couldn't control. She stood up slowly and walked toward a broken mirror on the lab wall. Her reflection looked like a stranger. I remember pieces, she said, not like a movie. More like pain. Tell me, Liam said gently. She closed her eyes. Suddenly, everything went quiet. She was a little girl again, running barefoot through tall silver grass. Her skin shimmered under the twin suns. She laughed. She was free. And then sirens, screams, a ship overhead, a net of light. Her parents ran to her, but it was too late. She was pulled up into the sky, Ilari remembered. Waking up inside a white room, cold, bright. There were no toys, no hugs, no names. Just a voice from a speaker. Unit 7 is awake. Begin emotional control training. Back in the lab, Ilari opened her eyes. Her face was pale. They called me Unit 7, she said. Not Ilari, not girl, not daughter, just a number. How long were you there? Liam asked. I don't know, she said. Time doesn't exist in those places, only testing, training, punishment, reward, repeat. She looked at Liam. I was 6 when I was taken. The next time I saw a real tree, I was 17. She walked over to a corner of the room where a small plant had grown through a crack in the wall. She touched its leaves. Her fingertips glowed softly. This, she whispered, reminds me of the dream I had every night, standing under a tree holding someone's hand, but I never saw the face. She looked at Liam. It wasn't you, but it felt like you. Suddenly, a loud metallic screech echoed through the hallway. Liam grabbed his weapon. They found us, not them, Ilari said, narrowing her eyes. Him. A wall panel opened and out stepped Kieran. But he wasn't alone. Behind him floated a holographic projection, a tall, shadowy figure. Its voice filled the room, deep and emotionless. Unit 7, by command of the ARCS Collective. Return now or witness the memory collapse of Subject 42. Ilari's breath caught. Subject 42, no, the hologram showed a small girl trapped in a tube, wires attached to her head. Her eyes were like Ilari's, but dull, empty. Her name was Mira, Ilari whispered. She was my only friend in the lab. You remember her? The voice said. Double quotes, yes, Ilari growled. Then know this, we kept her alive to control you. Refuse us again, and we erase her. Ilari stepped forward. Her body began to glow brighter than ever before. Her voice was strong now, full of fire. You erased my childhood, you erased my name, but you will never erase my love. She turned to Liam. Get ready to run. I'm going to bring this place down. Kieran laughed. You're brave, little sister. But you don't know what they really made you. Ilari's skin began to pulse like a living sun. Maybe I don't, but I'm about to find out. She raised her hand and placed it on the lab's control core. Lights exploded across the Room. The hologram screamed. Kieran shouted, Liam, she yelled. Go now. Liam ran, but turned back once more. What about you? I'll find you, she promised. This time, I'm not running away, I'm taking my past back. The lab shook violently, beams fell, fire sparked, but Ilari stood in the middle strong, glowing. Finally awake. As the lab collapsed, she whispered the one thing the collective had tried to bury forever, my name is Ilari and I am not yours anymore. He chose her. The explosion lit up the desert sky like a second sun. Liam stood at the edge of a ridge, watching the ground tremble below. The hidden lab had collapsed into fire and smoke. Black dust rose in thick clouds, pieces of alien tech burst into the air, sparking like dying stars. He couldn't see her. Ilari, he whispered. Please be alive. For a few seconds, there was only silence, and then he heard it, not footsteps, not breathing, a hum, low, strange, almost musical. The sound of something becoming from the smoke. She walked out, not broken, not weak. Ilari, but different now. Her skin no longer flickered, its glow was steady like moonlight. Her hair floated slightly, touched by energy. Her eyes were no longer afraid. She looked like someone who had died and chosen to come back stronger. Liam exhaled. You made it, she smiled. I kept my promise, but there was no time to rest. Above them, one of the alien ships moved closer to the ground. Its lights locked onto Ilari. She turned to Liam. They saw me use the core. They'll come in force now, then we need to run, Liam said. No, she said. We need to make them chase us somewhere they can't control. Where? She looked west. The ruins. Liam's face tensed. The old war site, it's radioactive, not for me. She replied, it's where I was born. They jumped into Liam's jeep and sped across the sand, engines roaring beneath the stars. But they weren't alone. Above them, 3 black drones flew in formation, scanning, targeting. They're locking on, Liam said, gripping the wheel. Ilari closed her eyes and placed her hand on the dashboard. Glowing lines spread into the metal. The jeep's engine roared louder, sparks of blue shot from the wheels. Liam gasped. What are you? I boosted it, she said calmly. Don't let go. The jeep launched forward like a rocket, dodging between dunes behind them. The drones fired beams of red plasma, sand exploded, rocks melted. One shot grazed Ilari's shoulder. She screamed. Liam stopped the car behind a giant boulder and jumped out. Ilari fell to the ground, holding her arm. Her skin was cracked, energy leaking from the wound like light. Liam knelt beside her. Ilari, look at me. Her voice was weak. They hit a power vein. I can't heal it. Liam took off his jacket and pressed it against her arm. Stay with me. She opened her eyes. I'm not afraid to die. Don't say that, he snapped. Why not? She whispered. I was never meant to live, not like this. Not with feelings, not with love. He looked into her eyes. But you do feel, you do love. She looked away. How can you be sure? Liam's voice broke. Because I love you, and I know when it's real. Time stopped for Ilari. The word love had always been a myth. A word used in tests, a reaction measured by machines, but Liam wasn't measuring her. He had chosen her. Not as a weapon, not as a machine, as a person. Ilari's eyes glowed bright like twin stars. And then something changed inside her. The power that had hurt her now answered her call. Her cracked skin began to heal. The glow around her turned gold. She stood slowly. Your love just rewired me. Liam blinked. What? I'm not just tech, I'm something else now, something they didn't expect. Just then, a shadow dropped from the sky. It was 100 drone twice the size of a man, armor like black glass. Red blade arms spinning. Liam raised his gun. Go, I'll distract it. No, Ilari said, we fight. The drone attacked. Ilari moved faster than ever before, gliding, glowing, striking with waves of energy. Liam backed her up, firing shot after shot, using her blasts for cover. Finally, Ilari flew into the air. Yes. Flew and slammed both hands into the drone's core. It exploded in a cloud of blue fire. The night went quiet again. Liam looked up at her, floating gently down. You're flying, he whispered. She smiled. I think your love upgraded me. He laughed, half in shock, but far behind them in the sky above the horizon, something darker appeared, a mothership, 10 times larger than the others, watching, waiting. Planning. Ilari touched Liam's hand. They're not going to stop, neither are we, he said. She smiled. You chose me, now I choose to fight back. And together, they ran into the ruins toward the final truth of who she really was. Her body, her power. The ruins stretched out like bones of a dead city. Black stone towers, shattered in half, stood like crooked fingers reaching toward the sky. Sand had buried most of it, but something beneath still pulsed with energy. Old war machines slept beneath the dirt, their eyes long dead. Ilari and Liam walked through the ruins slowly. Above them, the mothership circled in silence. It had not attacked yet, but it was watching, waiting, like a predator enjoying the fear of its prey. Ilari's arm still glowed faintly where she had been hit. But there was something else happening inside her now, something she couldn't explain. Liam noticed it first. Your body, he said. It's changing again. Her skin shimmered, not like before. This was something deeper. Her veins glowed not just blue or gold now, but pure white, like starlight under her skin. Ilari touched her chest, confused. I feel full, like something inside me just woke up. They reached a broken structure half buried and shaped like a dome. Alien symbols covered the stone walls. Ilari stopped. Her eyes widened. I've seen this place in my dreams. She walked toward it. The door opened by itself, responding to her dot inside. The room was alive with old lights. On the walls, holograms flickered, not just memories, blueprints. Liam stepped in behind her. What is this? Ilari stared at the center of the room. There, a pedestal stood, and on it, a glowing symbol, the same symbol on her back. This is where I was born, she whispered, or activated. A voice filled the chamber, not loud but deep, soft, ancient. Subject Ilari 7, final stage detected. Unlocking full potential. Liam turned to her. Did you know about this? Ilari shook her head. No. I thought I escaped their plan, but I think I was the plan. The walls lit up, and images floated in the air, thousands of hybrid models. Some with wings, some with blades for arms, some too twisted to describe, and at the center, Ilari. Not marked as defective, but marked as prototype alpha. They lied to you, Liam whispered. You weren't broken, you were their first real success. Ilari took a shaky step back. Why would they hide that? The voice answered again. Alpha subject was hidden in plain view. Emotional growth must be observed in real-world trauma. Mission, awaken the code. Ilari's heart raced. Code? What code? A symbol appeared in the air, spinning, glowing. It matched the energy inside her body. Then it shifted, forming a map. Liam leaned closer. That's Earth. They buried something here. Ilari stared at the image. Not something, someone. Suddenly, the voice changed, glitched, distorted. A new presence hijacked the system. Hello, sister. Kieran's face appeared on the screen. Did you really think they'd let you walk away with the key? He growled. I didn't take it. Ilari snapped. I am the key. Kieran smiled darkly. Then we'll cut the key from your flesh. The floor shook. Outside, the mothership opened. A beam of red light shot down into the ruins, forming a gate. Through it, soldiers began to drop, alien hybrids, armed, armored, soulless. Ilari grabbed Liam's hand. There's no more time. Liam raised his gun. How many? She looked at the screen. Too many. But she didn't run. Instead, she stepped into the center of the chamber. She knelt and placed her hands on the glowing pedestal. Are you sure? Liam asked. I don't want to be a weapon, she said softly. But I'll be one to protect what I love. The moment her hands touched the core, her body exploded in light, not fire, not pain. Purpose. A pulse wave shot outward, throwing Liam back, but not harming him. Outside, the soldiers froze, confused. Their tech blinked, glitched. And then the earth cracked. The map activated. A second ruin miles away came online. Then another. And another, across the world. Ancient alien sites responded to her signal. Ilari floated in the air, eyes wide open, glowing white. Her voice came from everywhere now. I'm not their creation anymore. I'm this planet's protector. But her power was draining her. Liam saw it. He ran to her. Ilari, stop. Your body. She looked down. Her skin had begun to crack. Again, this time not from weapons, but from the overload. She was burning herself to save the Earth. Liam made a decision. He stepped into the light and pulled her down, held her tight. Share it. He whispered. What? She said weakly. The energy. Give it to me. Don't carry it alone. Their hands touched. The light split half, going into Liam. He gasped. Every memory, every feeling she had entered him. Her pain, her childhood, her dreams. Tears fell from his eyes. You were never broken, he said. Together, they fell to the ground. The light dimmed. The mothership paused, stunned, as if confused. Its soldiers powered down, disconnected. Kieran watched from the shadows, eyes wide with disbelief. She wasn't a weapon, he said quietly. She was the failsafe, and now, the failsafe had awakened. Loved for who she is. Earth was silent. No wind, no movement. Just the fading pulse of the energy wave that had shut down every alien soldier. Across the battlefield. In the ruins, Liam and Ilari lay side by side. Dust floated through the air. Like snow, the world felt still, like it was holding its breath. Ilari opened her eyes slowly. Her skin no longer glowed. Her strength was gone. Her body felt heavy, like stone, but her heart was still beating. Liam turned toward her, weak but alive. You're here, she smiled faintly. I thought I'd lost everything. No, he said. You found everything above them. The mothership moved again, not to attack, but to speak. A voice echoed from the sky. Not cold like before. Not threatening, it sounded human. Ilari, you have completed the cycle. She sat up, confused. What cycle? The sky rippled. A beam of soft white light came down, not to destroy, But to show a figure, a woman stepped forward tall. Beautiful, alien and human at the same time, she looked like Ilari, older, stronger, but not cold. "Who are you?" Ilari asked. The woman smiled gently. "I'm the first of us, Model Zero. The one who created the seed of you." Liam helped. Ilari stand. "What is this, a test?" The woman said. "Not of war, not of strength, but of heart. The Ark's collective believed love was weakness, some of us believed otherwise." She looked at Ilari with kindness. "You were placed on Earth not to destroy it, but to decide if your kind deserved to continue, if you could feel real love. Not programmed, not learned, chosen." Ilari's eyes widened. "You lied to me." "No," the woman said. "We hid the truth, so it could grow without being forced." Liam stepped forward, angry. "You used her." The woman nodded slowly. "Yes, but now, she has power to choose her future completely." The sky shifted again. Two portals opened. One showed a peaceful alien world, green skies, tall cities, and others like her. She would be accepted, respected, protected. The other showed Earth, scarred by battle, full of danger but real, human, home. The voice from the sky spoke once more. "Choose now, Ilari. Stay with your own, or with the one who made you feel." Ilari looked at Liam. He said nothing. He didn't beg, he didn't hold her hand. He just looked at her like she mattered, not because of what she could do, but because of who she was. Ilari stepped toward the alien portal. The air changed, her skin healed, her power surged, but then she stepped back and walked to Liam. "I used to think love wasn't made for me," she said softly. "But maybe love is made for those who need it most." Liam smiled through tears. "You are not broken, Ilari." She touched his face. "No, I was just waiting for someone to see me." She turned to the woman. "I choose Earth." The alien portal flickered, then vanished. The woman bowed her head. "Then we will no longer interfere." The mothership rose slowly into the sky, leaving Earth behind. Ilari and Liam stood alone in the ruins. No war, no weapons, just each other. A few weeks later, in a quiet part of the forest, Ilari sat under a tree, not a metal lab tree, a real one. Its leaves danced in the sunlight. Liam joined her, 2 mugs of warm coffee in hand. She smiled. "This is better than energy cells." He laughed. "You're getting used to being human." She nodded. "A little. I still don't understand why people like pizza, though. We'll get there." She looked up at the sky. "I still feel it sometimes," she said, "the code inside me, like a storm waiting to return." Liam reached for her hand. "Then we'll face the storm together." Ilari leaned her head on his shoulder. "Thank you," she whispered. "For what?" "For proving I didn't need to be perfect to be loved." The end.